Hello everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share our next topic, which is molybdenum. And quick disclaimer, I am a personal trainer. I am not a medical doctor, so if you have any issues whatsoever, please make sure you talk to your provider. So let's jump right into it. So molybdenum is found in the liver, the kidney, and bones. It's absorbed passively through the intestinal tract. It is used to process DNA and protein, and it is very important in breaking down drugs and toxic components that enter the body. There are 50 different enzymes used by plants and animals that contain molybdenum, and it is not metabolized, meaning that it doesn't get broken down into our bodies. Instead, it works as a co-factor with other enzymes where molybdenum is present. So it's not like where you eat carbohydrates and then it gets broken down in its simplest form like glucose. So hopefully that makes more sense. So what are the benefits of molybdenum? Well, one of the big ones is that it helps keep the body clear of toxic substances through the liver. So it goes through a process called sulfation, which basically removes the sulfur buildup in the liver and prevents toxic buildup in our tissues as well. So what are the deficiencies of molybdenum? Well, it's very rare to have a deficiency per se, since it is very common in the foods that we eat, but unless you have a genetic disorder that prevents you from absorbing molybdenum, then yes, you could experience things like seizures, severe brain damage, and or worse, death. So just like many of the metallic elements and minerals that we have, they can be found in the soil. Some people use supplements, or you could be exposed through the air. Like if you're, depending on your occupation, like mining, as mentioned before. So that could be absorbed that way. And you might have an excess, and if you do, you could end up having symptoms like sluggishness, brain fog, tiredness, and irritability. And also it could increase the uric acid and cause people to have like gout-like symptoms where they have swelling and joint pain. So that can really affect their, daily life because they'll have that inflammation. And lastly, it can prevent copper absorption as well. So what inhibits molybdenum from being absorbed? Well, most of the case studies that I ended up reading were really done on animals, so it wasn't conclusive on humans, and we haven't seen really how molybdenum is, inhibited, other than if someone had a genetic disorder that prevented them from synthesizing sulfite oxidase. Then we saw molybdenum being inhibited. So what helps molybdenum be absorbed better in the body? Well, the reality is there hasn't been a lot of case studies on this, mainly because we actually don't know where in the small intestine molybdenum is processed, and we actually don't know how it's being processed. So until there's more research on that, then maybe we'll be able to better understand how it's absorbed, but at the current moment that still needs to have further research. So what are the 3 foods that have a high daily value of molybdenum? Number 1 is lentils, which has 330% of the daily value in 1 cup. Next is lima beans, which have 310% of the daily value in 1 cup. And then we have kidney beans, which have 295% of your daily value in 1 cup. So again, you definitely don't need a lot of these foods. You can even mix them up to get all the different varieties and nutrients and to keep your body healthy. With that said, guys, may you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care. Bye!